Hey everyone, happy Monday. It's Connor. Thanks so much for joining us. And like we say often, thank you for choosing to subscribe to these Devos. If you haven't yet, simply go to eastview.church/daily Devo, and then that will give you the opportunity to subscribe. We are continuing to go through the book of John, and today we're in John chapter 8, where Jesus uses a phrase that's very popular and known. He says, "I am the light of the world." So we're going to unpack that and maybe pull out some tidbits that you may have never considered. It might be new to you. For me, there were some things that were new, and so hopefully it will be encouraging and inspiring. So John chapter 8, verse 12, that's all we're going to be reading today. It says this: "Again, Jesus spoke to them, saying, 'I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life.'" Right before chapter 8, in the end of John chapter 7, it tells us that Jesus is saying everything that what we just read and right before during the Feast of Tabernacles. It's actually the final day where he says these words about saying that he is the light of the world. Well, this is what's helpful to know. On the final day of the Feast of Tabernacles, there would be a ceremonial torch lighting, kind of like the Olympics, where the guy runs around the world, passes the torch one person to the other. They run up, light the thing, everyone freaks out, they're celebrating. The same kind of idea, that's what's happening here. So a torch is lit, there's food, there's celebration, there's dancing, it all happens near the temple. And so the timing of when Jesus says this seems to be intentional. And not only that, what that ceremony was celebrating with the lighting of the torch was celebrating when God became a pillar of fire for the Israelites when they were walking through the wilderness. So when it was dark, God lit the way for his people so they knew where to go. So what's Jesus doing here? Well, he's been doing what he's been doing throughout most of the book of John. He's been using old, ancient, historic images of Yahweh God to show that he is the Son of God, another expression of the Father, God and human, but he has the authority from the Father. And so what he's saying to everyone here is that same pillar of light, that torch that we just lit, I'm that light. I'm the light that not only lights up your life, but he's going to be the light that lights up the whole world. In fact, Isaiah chapter 46, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Isaiah chapter not 46. Isaiah 42 verse 6 says this: "I am the Lord. I've called you in righteousness." Sorry, I'm reading this on my screen now. "I am the Lord. I have called you in righteousness. I will take you by the hand and keep you, and I will give you a covenant for the people, a light for the nations." It was prophesied that the Lord would be a light for the nations, and Jesus is saying that he is that light. And so for us today, it's good to be reminded that there was a plan, that there was intentionality behind Jesus being sent to the world when he was sent by the Father to do so. And it doesn't just end there. God is a light. He was a light for his people when they were walking through the desert and it was dark, and he is a light for us now. So as you go through this week, would you be encouraged and inspired by that today? Thank you for joining us for these Devos, and we hope to see you next time.